May 30th, 2025. Three young sisters left their mother's house for a visitation with their father. 9-year-old Peyton, 8-year-old Evelyn, 5-year-old Olivia. They never came home. Days later, their bodies were found in a remote Washington forest. The father was missing. This is the horrifying story of the Decker children killings. It began as an ordinary weekend. The girl's father, Travis Decker, picked up his daughters for a scheduled visit in Wenatchee, Washington. The children's mother noted nothing felt unusual, yet by 8 p.m. the girls were not returned. Their father's phone went straight to voicemail. Within days, concerned authorities found Decker's abandoned truck. Inside, blankets, car seats, food, and what appeared to be handprints of blood on the tailgate. Just beyond the vehicle, in the dense forest of the Okanogan-Wenatchee National Forest, the girls' bodies were discovered. The tranquility of the woods hid a brutal secret. Peyton, the oldest, loved horses and dancing. Evelyn, 8, was outspoken and full of energy. Young Olivia, just 5, had a shy smile and favorite teddy bear. Their mother, Whitney, said both girls were bright, adventurous, and loved their dad. The weekend visit was routine, the kind of time many families take for granted, but in this case something went deeply wrong. Travis Decker was 30 when he vanished. A former U.S. Army infantryman, he served from 2013 to 2021, with deployment to Afghanistan in 2014. At home, he was reportedly on the brink of homelessness, living out of his white pickup truck, staying in motels, campgrounds, or on the move. His marriage ended in 2022, and the parenting plan allowed visitation every other weekend. His ex-wife's attorney later referenced mental health issues. What had once seemed a solid father-daughter bond reevaluated in the chilling light of what was to come. In the early hours of June 2nd, law enforcement uncovered the truth. The girls' bodies were located about 75 to 100 yards from the abandoned truck at the Rock Island campground near Leavenworth, Washington. All three had plastic bags tightly secured over their heads. Their wrists showed signs of zip ties or restraints. The cause of death, suffocation, ruled homicide. Blood samples at the scene were matched to a male profile, and no one else's DNA traced to the bags or restraints. Investigators believe the sole suspect is Decker. The remote terrain, dense forest, and Decker's survival training turned the event into one of the most massive manhunts in Washington history. Once authorities realized the magnitude, hundreds of agents were deployed. The federal U.S. Marshals, the FBI, the Washington State Patrol coordinated searches of rugged terrain. Campgrounds and trailheads were closed. A reward up to $20,000 was offered, yet Decker remained elusive. Meanwhile, questions emerged about the state's alert system. The case did not qualify for an Amber Alert because criteria regarding abduction risk were not met initially. For weeks the search grew cold, while the forest whispered of what had happened. Was this a premeditated act by a trained combat veteran, or a breakdown triggered by desperation, financial hardship, and mental health issues? One theory argues Decker's military background, navigation, survival training, enabled his disappearance into wilderness. Another emphasizes his recent life decline, unemployment, housing insecurity, child support garnishment. Why his daughters? Why at a remote campground? Why use plastic bags and zip ties? Investigators have yet to produce a clear motive. Morally, the case struck wild chords. 3 innocent children, a father with skills and access, the perfect storm of system failures. As of September 2025, human remains believed to be Deckers were found near Grindstone Mountain, close to the original scene. Positive identification is pending, and a definitive cause of his death may never be known. Meanwhile, the girls' school community in Wenatchee offered counseling to classmates. State lawmakers opened review of the Amber Alert criteria. The mother, Whitney, has asked for silence and privacy as the state wrestles with how 3 young lives ended so brutally and unanswered. Community grief turned to demands. How did protective systems fail? How did a loving father become a fugitive? And will anyone ever truly know what happened in those woods? 3 sisters leaving with their father on a weekend visit, a vast forest, a vanished man. The Decker children killings remind us how fragile safety really is, even with the people we trust most. If you found this story disturbing, you're not alone. Do you believe this was planned or a tragic, spontaneous act? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more deep dive true crime documentaries, don't forget to subscribe. This isn't a story we forget.